lesson. Today we deal with grammar, and our grammar is modal verbs. Should plus be, should plus perfect infinitive. We have a few sentences to strengthen this grammar, and then we'll show a short production of our lesson. A few students will share their information about their previous regret, and then a few students should give them some advice how to manage with this regret, how to come out of this difficult situation. This is our presentation connecting with the grammar should plus be, should plus perfect infinitive. But I like to see my students very confident and very sure. My students are very knowledgeable and they are bright. They like to study English, but sometimes they are at the loss. Not to be at the loss, I always write a few sentences on the blackboard to make them more exciting and more brave to take part active during the lesson. And these sentences are for my students to excite them, to thrill them, and to believe in their skills. The first sentence, success, is the sum of small efforts repeated every day. Success is a sum of small efforts repeated every day. Значит, success, it means step by step you gain the success if you practice every day. Confidence comes from preparation. Confidence. The more confidence, the more preparation students do while doing their homework or practice speaking English every day or outside, the more confidence they master. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. Nobody should be afraid of doing mistakes. Mistakes help us to grow. Mistakes is a proof that we are trying. We step by step conquer the English language or master the English language. And wherever you have an English lesson or any other lessons, my dear students, be brave that you can manage, you can overcome all difficulties. The more preparation, the better the production. Should plus be, should plus perfect infinitive. Who can express what is the difference between should plus be, should plus perfect infinitive? Can anybody explain for everyday actions? Should plus perfect infinitive, it shows that the event took place a few days away or a few months away. If it presses shows a previous action. To be sure for it, not to avoid any mistakes, let's practice a few sentences. First of all, you should pay attention to the tenses. Match the tense to avoid any mistakes. Now, you look tired, you go to bed. Earlier last night. Are there any tenses here? What tenses?
You should have.
That's why this event took place the day before. Huh? Should be or should plus perfect infinitive? Should plus perfect infinitive. Who can open the brackets and fill in the correct? Who can speak? What else? You should have and gone. Now, дай предложение. Какие ох, мужчина? Ай, задай, пожалуйста.
Where you have gone. You should have gone.
You should have gone.
To bed earlier last night.
Last night. You have made any mistakes. It's raining a lot. You
Should
take an umbrella. For every day, for nowadays, that the action is taking place now. We see it, we are witnesses, and no doubt, you should take an umbrella. The third, I failed the exam. I failed the exam. Simple past. I study much better. Who can fill in these gaps? Оксана, снимайте.
For the exam, I should have studied much.
Better, yes. I should have studied much better. So I the grammar, agriculture grammar. So let's have some lively practice. Let's have some production. Some of you should say this previous action that took place a few days, a few months ago, and you'd like to hear some advice from your group mates. Who would like to come here and share his regret? But this student should give your advice using should plus perfect sense. You are advisors. Islam, you know? You may take
I would like to talk about a problem that I recently experienced. A few weeks ago, I get a message from an unknown person on the internet. At first, the message was very normal, and this person said that they worked for a big company, and I had won a surprise in online lottery, and I could get a big amount of money if I followed their instruction. Firstly, I was excited because winning money sounded great. But after that, they asked me to send my personal information such as my bank details, phone number and address. And they also asked me to pay service fee, a small service fee, to get my prize. And this made me very suspicious because I started thinking that this person might be a scammer, because I know that these days many people try to trick others and steal money or personal information, and I don't want to lose money, and I don't want to make mistake like share my personal information. So I want to ask for your advice. What should I do?
I think you should ignore the message and not reply to the person. Many scammers send messages to different people and hope that someone will believe them. If you don't answer, they will probably stop contacting you.
Thank you for advice.
You shouldn't send any personal information to strangers on the internet. Your phone number, home address, and bank account are private and important. If scammers get this information, they might use it to steal your money.
In my opinion, you should block the person immediately. If you block the account, that person will not be able to send you more messages or bother you again.
Today I would like to talk about the problem I've been facing recently. I hope you can give me some advice. Lately I realized that I spend too much time on social media, especially on Instagram and YouTube. I usually open them just to check some posts or stories on YouTube to watch one video, but then I keep scrolling or watching more videos, and I don't realize how much time passes. Another problem is that I often chat with my groupmates online. Sometimes we discuss homework, which is useful, but many times we just keep chatting, sending memes, or talking about random turns out I spend even more time on my phone. As a result, I feel like I waste a lot of my time. Sometimes I plan to study, read a book, or improve my English, but instead I just keep spending more time on my phone. So I would like to ask you, what should I do?
I think you should limit on your screen time. Many phones have a feature that shows how much time you spend on apps. If I were you, I would set a limit for Instagram and YouTube.
Договориться так.
That sounds like a good idea. I never thought about using that feature, but what should I do when I feel bored or want to check on my phone?
If I were you, I would try to replace that habit with something else. For example, you could read a book, go for a short walk, or study for a while. You shouldn't open social media. You feel bored.
You're right. I guess I use my phone automatically when I have free time. But what about chatting with schoolmates? Sometimes we talk for a long time.
In that case, you should try to control your conversation. Of course, it's okay to talk your friends, but you can't spend hours chatting. Maybe you can decide to control and to check message only a few times a day. And another good idea is to turn off notification while you are studying. If you don't see the message immediately, you will not feel the need to reply right away.
That actually makes sense. I think notifications distract me a lot. Thank you for your advice. I will try to limit my screen time and focus on more important things.
Now we have just a short presentation, short production of our grammar. And my students, I believe that are very experienced in using should plus be, but we missed should plus perfect infinitive. And I'd like to have a little practice to strengthen this grammar, should plus perfect infinitive. Who can say orally a sentence, and some of you will give him his advice? Who can produce some sentence with past action, and anybody from your group may or he is allowed to give his advice for this sentence?
I ate a whole pizza at night and now my stomach hurts. What should I do?
You shouldn't have eaten a whole pizza. You should take a medicine.
Now you should take a medicine, да? Или сам пью. Хорошо, садись.
I showed it at my tutor yesterday and now he doesn't help to me.
You shouldn't have shout your child because they are intangible and they can forgive you if you take your children to the zoo.
To the zoo. I finished our lesson, and I think you are quite knowledgeable about using this modal verb should plus be, should plus perfect infinitive, and I'm sure you never made any mistakes with these tenses. Your production today is nice, excellent. Everybody is bright today. Good for you. Well done. Thank you for your presentation, for such kind of exciting production. I am very satisfied with everybody, and every day wish you only good luck.